worst way. That cake like it's my birthday. Yeah, money on my mind, so money is all I think of. Whoa.
Now this is for them grinding and them hustling niggas.
That's Word's book dropped, and it then caused a lot of tension, controversy, and it's making a lot of people look at Diddy crazy. Now, did Diddy do it? If he did it, he's done. If he did do it, he deserves to go down. Period. Diddy done it all. We done seen Diddy do a lot of things, include being successful. Behind success, though, Diddy has caused a lot of traumatic distress for a lot of other people that they had to tuck under a rug, had to be silent about, and Kim was one of them people. So for people to just disregard this book so easily, when she was unable to have that voice to speak out about a lot of things because her life was actually in danger, you gotta really reevaluate what we looking at, what we hearing, and the people that's involved in a lot of these things. So when we talking about Kim, we talking about somebody that's super close to Diddy, right? So we see Kim get with Diddy, become emotionally attached to Diddy, but not only emotionally attached, she became comfortable with the lifestyle. And both things made it difficult for her to get away from Diddy and that toxic situation she was in. And I think she got so far in, she wasn't able to get out. My question to y'all is, do y'all believe the book? I'm not saying it's 100% true, but when I hear it or I read it, I believe it more than I don't. Let me know what you think. Do you believe the book, Kim Porter's Lost Words? Or do you just think it's cap? Because I believe it. That's my opinion. I believe the book. But we finna get into it because I'm specifically starting where I'm starting in the clip because I want y'all to see this particular situation. Because in the book, this is how she kind of lays it out. But I also feel like this is where the problem started to become a real, actual problem. And I don't think she understood how far in she was going to be putting herself in by engaging in some of these things with Diddy.
He would put curses on people, and I wasn't sure how to respond to that craziness. My problem as a single mother was I wanted to be married. He always had excuses and delays when it came to committing to marriage. His label was blowing up, Biggie dropped, and it was just about over. He also signed Mary J. Blige, and of course, when I found out he slept with her, we fought. He claimed it was a mistake, and my stupid ass took him back again. I wish they expounded a little bit more on the voodoo thing. It was just like, oh, by the way, he was into voodoo. Let's go on. Or he was allegedly into voodoo. Let's go on. Sean asked me for a threesome with her. At first, I was mad, but Mary was beautiful. It was our first threesome, and I loved it. Mary was sexy. I would not be doing this a lot, but it was so hot. I was young and exploring my sexuality was enticing. Over the years, we brought other women into our bedroom periodically, and we were happy.
Kim's whole picture of the situation, she not having the same vision as Puff and Mary J. They got a whole different purpose for this situation. You feel what I'm saying? So I feel like when he brought Mary J., that was like initiation to Kim, bringing Mary J. to the bedroom. So do I believe Jaguar Wright when she said Jaguar Wright was responsible for bringing women to the situation? Yes, I believe that. We just see in Kim's Lost Word book where she's saying the first person that Puff brought to the bedroom was Mary J. Blige. So you don't have to agree with me, but if you ask me, I think that's an initiation right there. Let's move on.
It was with the babysitter, and Sean was sitting with Al at the dinner table. I had a child with Al, And Sean was a father in Quincy's life. The awkwardness of all of us being together had dissolved a long time ago, but it was still weird that they were here in my home together alone. I sat down and we had drinks. It was fun. The conversation was cool until it wasn't. I was a little loose after a couple of drinks. I remember him saying, "It's still weird seeing you with my friend, but you're happy, so I'm happy for you guys." Sean responded, "Thanks, man. Me and you, we've shared so much." Al replied coolly, "Word." The conversation took an odd and awkward turn when Sean said, "We all been together sexually, but not together." I was shocked for a moment as quietness lingered in the room. I asked, "What do you mean by all together?" Al shifted uncomfortably, but Sean didn't hesitate. "You know, we sometimes invite other people into our bed." I couldn't believe it. "Oh, hell no. Sean, this is my son's father." "Al, say something." What Al said was mind boggling. "I don't know. It could be kind of hot. I miss you in that way." Although I couldn't believe Sean would do this, the truth was I still cared about Al, and this could be very hot. I just didn't want it messing up my relationship and things become awkward. How would it affect Quincy? So I asked, "Are you both sure?" I imagined both of them inside me. I knew this would be awkward sexually. There would be some bumping of the genitals, but what happened next, I couldn't imagine in my wildest dreams. Yeah, I thought about it. For the sake of YouTube, I'm going to use a little bit of discretion. I'm not going to leave you hanging, though. Allegedly, well, the book says that Sean Diddy Combs and Al orally pleasured one another in front of Kim's face, and she was shocked as hell.
Now, remember I said Diddy bringing Mary J. Blige to the bed was like initiation for Kim. Now you have that situation has went on. Let's move along. Now she comes home. Al B. Shore and Diddy is in there. She sits down with them. They exchanging drinks. Now they buzzing. Now Al B. Shore and Diddy running the play on Kim. Don't this seem like the same situation as with Mary J. Blige, except it's not Mary J. Blige. It's not another person like Mary J. Blige. It's a nigga with hairy legs sitting at the table with another nigga with hairy legs trying to convince you to engage in certain types of things with them. Then when you agree and then you see what it comes down to and you actually see what they start doing, you got up out of there. This is actually another part of the book that I believe because the Mary J. Blige situation to me was an initiation. The Al B. Shore and P. Diddy situation with Kim, allegedly, is a new situation that's put in front of her to see if she's comfortable now. And she wasn't. She agreed to it, but she didn't follow through with it because once she seen what was going on, she couldn't take it. So for people that don't believe in what's going on in this book, who was she supposed to give the book to? She can't give it to Diddy lawyers. She damn near can't give it to her family because they might sell her out for money once you gone. We all know how it is when you leave this planet. Your family not worried about the life that's gone. They worried about what you left behind more than you. So who could she really trust with this book that wouldn't sell it back to Diddy for some money? Because it's more about the money versus the traumatic experience that she actually had that she trying to expose. We'll never know who she trusted that much. We know Chris responsible for putting it out. He ain't disclosed who gave it to her. We also seen her sister say some things years prior to Jaguar Wright, years prior to Diddy being in trouble, years prior to Cassie. People overlooked it. People overlooked the Jaguar Wright too. Gene Deal too. Until we seen that Cassie tape.
Like, come out, niggas, y'all know the truth. Y'all know he been a dirty man. Let's get him out like that. Did R. Kelly like that, right? Yeah.
Wow.
This man been killing people and getting away with it like for some years. Like,
Since the 90s? You think since the 90s?
Since the 90s.
Wow.
Since the 80s. Let's be clear on that.
Wow.
Since the 80s.
Listen.
Now, this is what makes the story even more crazy because, okay, you have the bedroom initiation with Mary J. Blige. The bedroom initiation with Mary J. Blige ends up in him and Al B. Shore trying to get her in the bedroom in a triangle situation, and she wasn't with it. Boom. So now we know Puff liked to do these things. We also know that she was stuffing him like a turkey when he asked her to. When he asked her to do it. So she know that it's a different side of Diddy that ain't normal. So now you got the Al B. Shore situation, which is your baby dad. Diddy eventually becomes your baby dad. But they both trying to get you in a situation. Move along to the whole Pac situation.
I met Pac. Sean and I had an open relationship, and yes, I slept with Pac. He was sexy. Sean didn't mind, well, not until he tried to get Pac to join both of us. Pac was not good with that. This is where the relationship between them became strained. Tupac wasn't going to accept Sean's advances. Pac wasn't gay, and he was pissed about the advances. We were all in Sean's house. I was drinking, they were smoking, and everyone was just relaxing. Sean came in on what I am sure he would call a smooth approach. My baby is bad, isn't she? Pac threw me a sly smile. Hell yeah. I felt myself blush. Sean was now in full swing. You think you hit it better than me? I couldn't believe he disrespected me in that way. I was not playing with my response. Sean, what the F? Pac came to my defense. Damn, bro. You ain't got to do a sister that way. Tupac appeared upset behind Sean's words. Sean went in for the kill regardless. I think my D's bigger than yours. I bet I can make her come faster than you. What's up? Pac was appalled. What the F are you talking about, nigga? I ain't trying to run no effing train. Sean continued. What you scared of? Let's see who F's better. Let her be the judge. Yes, at this point, we have been inviting others into our bed for a while, but I am not used to and will not stand for disrespect. I wasn't the only one upset. Pac shouted, nigga, you talking about pulling your F and D out?
When you see that, and then you understand the whole East Coast, West Coast crap that was going on back in the day, the whole time it was really bull. Pac really knew what Diddy was on, what type of time Diddy was really on, and because of that, Diddy wanted to get Pac up out of here because Pac was outspoken. It was only a matter of time before he was going to expose Diddy for who he really was. So was Pac really sparing Diddy? And was Diddy that desperate to get rid of Pac to protect his secret? Because I think he was. If you willing to threaten and put that amount of fear into the mother of your kids, being Kim Porter, to keep your secrets sealed because they that dark, I believe you would do it to Pac too because he know now too. So to come find out allegedly, Pac and Biggie didn't have a beef at all. When Pac felt like Puff did certain things, he included Biggie because he just figures, okay, if Puff set this up, Biggie had to know. So Biggie was like collateral damage to the whole situation. But now we understand why Puff never could have squashed the issue with Pac because he knows your secret. Do y'all believe that's the real issue between Pac? It wasn't between Pac and Biggie. Do y'all believe the beef wasn't between Pac and Biggie? It was more or less between Pac and Diddy? Because Diddy shot his shot at Pac. Pac wasn't with it. Now he walking off. He ain't messing with you no more, but he know you sweet as Kool-Aid now. It's a lot of people that would be in Diddy's situation that would take that same measure if they did the same thing and they didn't want their secret to get out, bro. I really feel like that. Let's move along.
When they did bump into each other, the tension was palpable. It felt like blows could be thrown at any moment. Months passed with only the tension between them. It was uncomfortable, but nothing like her death. Then one day, while we were at the studio, it happened. I walked into Sean's office and he was having the conversation. Sean sat across from Jimmy Henchman. Pac don't leave that effing studio alive. I don't think I was supposed to hear it. I continued as if I didn't. Hey, Sean. Good morning, Jimmy. They didn't seem to think I heard anything. I'm ordering breakfast. Smiling, Sean replied first. Let me get eggs, sunny side up, with grits and an orange juice. I could see he was hungover. Good. I don't want him knowing I know anything. If he just put a hit on Pac, knowing something could be dangerous. Jimmy, apparently not hungry, said, Nothing for me. As he stood to exit the room, he said to Sean, Let's make that happen.
Set this up with Jimmy Henchman. Biggie didn't have no knowledge of it, but because you with Diddy, when this takes place, they see you, Pac see you. He assumes that you in on it with Diddy. So yeah, it's fuck both of y'all. I'm shocked y'all ain't helping. You see what I'm saying? He took it out on both of them. When Biggie really didn't know what was going on. Because at the end of the day, Puff was feeling a certain type of way about Biggie too, and Biggie didn't know that neither.
Oh, I don't remember this. Let's go on. Quincy was at a friend's house. It was some alone time. I don't remember we had something planned. We were just having drinks when the doorbell rang. He went to answer it, and the yelling could be heard from the other room where I sat. It was definitely Jennifer's voice shouting, Sean, what the F? J-Lo barged in. Relax, relax. Why the hell did you have to start shooting? Isn't that what we have bodyguards for? Normally, when these kinds of situations arrive, I remain quiet and just listen. I play my position, you could say, but I wasn't paying attention to the news for the last day or so, and even though it would be the only thing anyone would talk to me about for months, no one has spoken to me about it yet. So I entered the foyer asking, What's going on? Jennifer exploded at me. What's going on? What's going on? This Ian just shot up the damn club. My jaw dropped looking back and forth between the two. Sean spoke soothingly. Jen, you gotta calm down. Jennifer was having none of it. She continued, Calm down. Calm down. You shot at a bunch of innocent people, Sean. Sean placed his hand on her forearm. It's a bonding technique. He was shrewd in handling her. He does this to me too. Even if you know what's happening, it works. It's an intimate contact without being personal. He was aiming to disarm her. This did not seem to immediately sway Jennifer as she continued. Why the hell do you think Biggie's replacement will take the fall for you? Biggie's replacement? Wait.
We not pegging Puff for being the one that really did it when Kim is saying in his book that J-Lo and Puff came to the house. J-Lo is frantic. Puff trying to calm her down. And she telling Puff, why did you shoot at them people in the club? Do you believe that right there? Because I do. If you believe that, drop a green check in the comments and say I believe that Diddy was the shooter and not Shine. Shine was the fall guy. That's just another dark side of Diddy that lets you know he willing to put anybody in the line of fire as long as it's not him. It don't matter who you are. You're disposable. From his women to his staff to his artists. You're disposable. And to see him be willing to sacrifice Shine's freedom to keep his, just let you know that's just another evil that Diddy possessed. So it makes it harder for me to even feel sorry for what he going through right now. Nigga, fuck Diddy. Let's move along.
I quickly left to get the test. Chapter 16, Christian. Next day I was sitting on my couch, deep in thought when the doorbell rang. I went to let Sean in. This was going to be scary. We made our way back to the living room and we sat down. Quincy was asleep. Sean seemed legitimately concerned. What's so urgent? I didn't know what else to do. I just blurted out, I'm pregnant. The air in the room was as thick as J-Lo. He was quiet. What is he thinking? He asked the obvious question, are you sure? I spoke rapidly. I was on a pill. I'll get rid of it. I'm sorry. I just wanted you to know. That's wonderful. This is great. I was so confused. Huh? You're not mad? He laughed. Mad? No, why would I be mad at this wonderful news? I'm going to be a dad with the woman I love bearing my child. What could possibly be better? He jumped right on the phone and called one of his besties. I could hear Will congratulating him. Sean said, yeah, definitely, hold on. Kim, baby. I was still in awe of the fact that he didn't get angry, and yes, I will admit I was sure he was going to hit me. So it was with relief when I replied yes. He told me excitedly, we got to have a party. His excitement was contagious. I was getting really excited too. Yes, a gender reveal, and yes, of course, we're going to do all that, but everyone is going to want to sleep with you right before you give birth. My heart sank in my chest. Everybody is going to what too?
Or person I'm dealing with tell me I'm having your kid. Am I gonna be like, good? I'm finna celebrate having a kid with you by letting it in. This nigga Diddy is weird. Now I understand why when he was two-stepping back in the day in front of everybody's videos, he was tooting his booty up. The whole time, it was the side of Diddy that a lot of people overlooked, didn't have no concern about, or just didn't care off for the price of fame. So at the end of the day, I got a question. Did Puff even really love Kim for real, or did he just keep her around? Didn't want to lose her because she knew his true secret. She was stuffing him like a turkey. She was participating in certain acts with him. He was abusive as hell. He deceived her a lot, cheated on her a lot, and he was the breadwinner. Her life changes if she leaves. It's no longer mansions and expensive bottles and $100,000 cars and shit. He was a master manipulator. So if you don't think Diddy did some of this shit, nigga, is you a Diddy? You probably laying next to one right now as to why you defending Diddy. Now, I ain't saying he fully guilty, but he did some of this shit. And the truth will show itself, because karma is real. And Diddy been eating it ever since he been in jail. It ain't just the noodles, nigga. He been eating karma too. Only grown folks allowed. Hit that like button, subscribe to the channel. Rest in peace to Kim Porter. Let me know how y'all feel about Kim Porter's Last Words book. Do y'all think it's real? Or do you think it's cat?